Hey guys, so a bit of a channel update as we're entering into basically the last full week of May. Last full week of May. Of course, today being May 22nd, Monday, May 22nd, and right now you have to excuse me, I have a cough drop in my mouth. Vicks Vapor Cool Halls cough drop, if you will. The time is 5:33 p.m. Pacific. But I wanted to come on here, and like I said, give you a bit of a channel update as we are in the last full week of May. Next week, of course, is Memorial Day weekend. And of course, my mom is going to be off on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. To kind of rest up and also observe the holiday. Now, with that said, what is going on with the channel? Well, first of all, I have yet to monetize. Or get my monetization reinstated. I don't know what the reasoning is. I did everything I could to basically get my monetization back. But they say that the reason is reused content. I don't know what that content is, and I'm not gonna appeal it. I'm just gonna be like, hey, maybe it's just this system, because YouTube has had an issue. Everybody has stated this, from SaberSpark to Angry Joe to Alex Hicks, it's just Alex Central, Alex's World, to Jason Solomon, to Solomon Monster Sounds Off, to I think even Animat, Matt Burnett of Animat's Crazy Cartoon Podcast and Animat's Classic Cartoon Reviews and the Animation Look Back. Everybody, even Linkara, Lewis Lovehog of Top of the Fourth Wall, everybody has pretty much stated that YouTube's algorithm right now is currently on the fritz. It's kind of like trying to fix itself, but as a result, a lot of people are getting demonetized. They are getting demonetized. They're not losing their channels. They're just being demonetized. In other words, now they may have to basically, if they've been depending on YouTube to make a living, they may now have to go out and get a real job if the monetization doesn't come back. So, it's one of those situations to where I think it's because of YouTube's algorithm and the bots and everything that basically, that basically I'm not getting monetized right now when I should. I mean, I should be monetized. I've got everything eligible to do it, but I'm not monetized. So what I'm asking you guys to do is to click on the Spotify links down below for my podcast at the formerly Anchor.fm website, which is now under Spotify, which is podcasters.spotify.com. Click on that, as well as click on the actual Spotify link that will take you to Spotify to follow my channel, to follow my podcast there. You get audio versions of the videos that I've done. If not, you'll get pretty much the audio versions, because I'm recording audio anyway, like what I'm doing right now. You'll get them, as well. So you can listen to those anytime you want. So if you guys want to help me there, it'd be great. Right now, I am basically 41, if not 40, Spotify listeners away from 100. If you guys can help me get to that real soon, especially in time for my 15th anniversary here on YouTube, if you can help me get to 100 Spotify listeners, very within the next week or two, it'd be greatly appreciative, and everything. Like I said, it'd be greatly appreciative if you could do it. For me and everything, it'll help out financially because it'll unlock or re-unlock, the ambassador ads, which will help out tremendously. So if you guys can do that, you'd be greatly appreciative in the long run. So check out my Spotify links to my podcast and help me out there, support me there, be greatly appreciative. Now, the other way you can help me out is my Teespring store. It's also linked down there. Check it out. I got some items there. Right now, Teespring is kind of, I don't know what's going on with them. They're kind of on the fritz a little bit. Because it's like when I try to do some new merchandise, it's like, oh, you're ready to go. And then all of a sudden I get a message saying, oh, it's disabled or delisted. I don't know what's going on. So just thought I'd let you know about that too. So, if you want to check out some merchandise you can't get anywhere else, go down there to my YouTube, to my Teespring list, as well as click on the merchandise that appears underneath this video as you're watching it to check it out. It would really help me out in the long run, guys. Really help me out. What else? Well, really financially, that's about it. Also, if you want to help me via Venmo and Cash App, the links, or at least where you can find me on Venmo. Not Venmo, but yeah, Venmo, you can find me there. I got a channel on Venmo, so check me out there. But Venmo and Cash App, the links are also, at least the names, at least where you can find me via Venmo and Cash App username. They're also, they're also down there as well in the description. It'll help me out tremendously, guys, if you can do that. It really would. Especially as like I said, heading to my 15th anniversary, which, speaking of which, is going to be a week from this Sunday. That's right. 2 weeks from yesterday, a week from this upcoming Sunday, I will be celebrating 15 years here on YouTube. That is a decade and a half on YouTube, guys. And even though my channel isn't in the same atmosphere, if you will, as Nostalgia Critic Doug Walker, Channel Awesome, and Cinemassacre and Angry Video Game Nerd, or even Linkara, even though it's not in the same atmosphere as Angry Joe, I am among one of the, basically, I guess you can call us the YouTube originals. I am among one of the YouTube originals to, be with this site, be with this, platform for so long. I mean, as a matter of fact, I've talked about this before. I've been with YouTube since almost its infancy, but due to all the copyright stuff, and of course it's still learning exactly what its content creators and users can and cannot do, my first channel went kaput. My other channel after that was okay for a bit, and then something happened. I don't know if it was my nephew who's getting married next month, or it was somebody else like Encyclopedia Dramatica. I don't know. But then that channel went bye-bye and everything. So now I got this one, and thank God it's been going on for so long. And I really, really appreciate all your support and everything, throughout the years. In fact, my It's My Life Shadow the Hedgehog fan vid, and I do apologize for that vibration. That's a notification I got. But my Shadow the Hedgehog fan vid, which I did 14 years ago, and that's going to be going on 15 years as well. That is almost close to 1 million views, guys. That is close to 1 million views. So if you can help it reach that, I'm sure I'll get some kind of recognition for that by YouTube. I don't know. But outside of that, like I said, going on 15 years, if you can help me financially in all the areas in the links in the description, it'd be great. But what do I have planned, though? What do I have planned? Well, okay. Just chewing on what's left of the cough drop. Hold on. But what do I have planned? Well, I know this week I got to be careful financially, because a week from this Friday and this Saturday and on the day of my 15th anniversary, on those days specifically, will be the Patterson Apricot Fiesta. That's right, we will be doing the Patterson Apricot Fiesta. So what's going to happen is I'll be there attending that, having fun, maybe getting a few drinks, whatever, but I'll be there attending that. Now, And that's basically why I can also need financial help, so I don't have to, spend as much money that I currently have right now because I have to pay my cable. You know how bills are. You got to pay them first before anything else. You know, I don't want to waste my money because fiestas, festivals like that can really get to you, if you know what I mean. But the benefit, though, this is crazy, is it's happening around the time where I can re-register or recertify for my benefits, the next day or early into the next day. But with that said, getting back to what I was talking about, the fiesta is going to be happening next week. So I'm going to be I wouldn't say be part of that, but I'm going to basically be filming there, live streaming, potentially. So be on the lookout for that. What's going on, and everything. So, like I said, be on the lookout for that, happening, and that kind of content coming your way and everything. So, yeah, just to let you know, that's going to be happening. As well as the fact that I am still planning to do some PMV, some fan vids. The only thing that always gets to me when I do them is that when I use, let's say, Cyber Power Director, that is probably, to me, I get to say the annoying part, because it has to always take its time when it's, how do I put it, when it's basically trying to, catch up with itself when it's all said and done, if you know what I mean. That's the one thing about these video producing softwares. After you're done using them and getting what you need done, it takes them a while to basically stop loading to catch up with themselves and all that. So that's the one little thing that holds me back a little bit, but I'll still get it done. Do not worry. What else? I'm still going to do some topics on my mind and, podcasts and everything. So be on the lookout for those this week as well. And then, like I said, this weekend, it's going to be a little different because, well, not too different. Sunday or Monday. Well, here's the thing. It's kind of up to what my family's doing. But on what was I saying? Oh yeah. Basically, this weekend's going to be a 3-dayer for my mom. So she's going to be off Sunday, like I said earlier, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Then she's going to have another 3-dayer the following week. Yeah, she is. Let me explain. You see, my mom, anytime, something happens the day before, a work day, before Monday, whether it's a family gathering, for a holiday like Mother's Day, or a holiday in general, or whatever, and it happens during her work year, during her school year, since she has enough time on the books, if you will, she will request, she will take and request the Monday after said event off so she can relax. All because she knows she might be getting home late. And if that's the case, then fine. I can understand that. She doesn't want to travel. She wants to rest up and everything. But also the fact that she's getting older. She is getting older. She is, not this year, but she is a year away from 75, which, of course, coincides with me being a year away from being 45. But yeah, she's getting up there. She's getting up there. And she obviously knows that she can't really push herself as much. She tries, but she realizes that, she's got to be more patient about it. So, she's basically going to make sure that even if we come home, after the fiesta is over, because the fiesta on a Sunday, on the last day, usually ends by 5 or 6 o'clock. And it's still daytime. So if my older sister, is planning to go with her husband to see Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy, if you will, that day as well, then pretty much we're going to head home afterwards and just relax. And, my mom's going to take that extra time to relax even more so than usual. But like I said, during that weekend, I'm also going to get some footage for the channel of the fiesta, so you guys can have something, like I said, to watch either via live stream or recording. Now, As far as games go, like my CAW league, my Creative Wrestling League, DCWA, that is in the process, as you've been watching, of being developed for the 2K23 season. That is being developed. And I can guarantee you right now, that hopefully I'll have enough done to try to get Universe, if Universe is workable in 2K23, up and going for you guys to watch and enjoy. As we restart the DCWA League once again after the first attempt kind of, helped out, but then didn't help out and all that. And I will say this. I'm either going to go the Cyber Power Direction route if it comes to some of my CPV, of the which is basically CAW's version of PLE pay-per-views. I'm either going to do that if I have to separate it into parts, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I've been doing with the tournaments to crown new champions. I'll be putting them into playlist. That's right, I'll be putting them into playlist so you guys can check that out as well. And if, like I said, if I do it the other way that I just mentioned, which is piecing them together, then basically you'll be able to, how do I put it? You'll be able to check them out when I divide them into chapters like I did previously. So that's something I'm working on. Be on the lookout for that. And speaking of my CAW League, DCWA, I also will be incorporating Fight Forever, because yes, they did make the announcement official that on June 27th, towards the end of June, we will be getting AEW, All Elite Wrestling's Fight Forever video game. And because of what's involved, different match types on like WWE's games and all that, I'm going to, because it also has a creation suite, I hope, I'm going to be creating some of my characters that I currently have right now. Some of them, not all of them, because I don't know if Ukes and AEW incorporated the whole, system that WWE did to where, you can go on to the AEW Fight Forever website, use your, your console's account, which, like for me it's PS4 and eventually PS5, and upload imagery to utilize in the game. I don't know if they got that ready, because if they do, that'd be great. We could just replicate who we've, our characters through that. That'd be great if they do. If not, then certain characters that we will recreate, I will recreate for my CAW League and WWE 2K23, we will recreate and Fight Forever, will only be the kind that probably have no mask and everything. So that way, just like some people have done with Fire Pro Wrestling with the CAW leagues, we can do the violent matches, like, the death matches, barbed wire and all that we can't do in 2K23. So yeah, I plan to incorporate that, as, depending on how it presents itself from a creation standpoint, into the CAW environment. I really, so be on the lookout in June when that happens. So be on the lookout. I'm outside of that. I do plan to do some other game streams as well. I have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel that I'm trying out once in a while. So when I do that, you'll be seeing it. Also, I'll probably do a little bit more Sonic Frontiers. Haven't played that in a bit, so I'll probably do that again. I know it's got an update, so we'll see exactly how big that is, So yeah, I'll be doing that. As well as, just, do the best I can, in the time that I have before I get back to work, whenever that will be. Now, as far as June itself goes, as we all know, around this time, especially going into June, basically mid-June, which would essentially be, because if the 2nd is on a Friday, the 9th is on a Friday, the 16th, that is the date. That is the date to keep an eye on, because June 16th, my mom is off for the summer like she usually is. And what that means for me, unless things come up, what that means for me is I got to be a little bit more careful about what I do. I got to be a little bit more careful on how I basically present. I guess you could say present what I give to you guys here on YouTube, because either I got to get up early in the morning or I got to stay up late at night, again, if I'm not working, to give you some content without interruption, because that's how it's got to work. Got to basically work around her being at home, for the next 2 months, essentially, June into July and July into August. So got to work around that, but I usually find a way. The other thing too, going into June, as well, is basically, is my oldest nephew's wedding. So I'm going to be attending that. I don't know if I'll put footage up or anything. I don't think I will. That's a private thing. But I might film going up there to where it's at, film the area, film the, the site and everything, so you guys can see, where we're at, or where I'm at that time. So I can give you a little bit of content, not much, but just a little bit. And really, that's all I can say in that perspective. But overall, I'm just going to play it by ear for the rest of this month, which again we're in the last full week of, as well as going into Memorial Day weekend next week. I'm going to play it by ear, especially going into that and the Apricot Fiesta in Patterson, and then going into the month of June and everything. Play it by ear, see what happens. But I think we'll be okay. I think everything that I said, I'm going to be able to. Basically everything I said that I'm going to try to be able to do for you, I hopefully will be able to accomplish most of those and all that. Next month I'll be able to accomplish most of those, and hopefully that'll be about it. Also, guys, I will be planning I'll be planning basically, if I do this, if I get up early, again, I don't know if it's late at night or it's going to be early, but I plan somewhere on the 4th, either it's after midnight when me and my mom get home, or if it's the next day before we leave for the fiesta again, I will do a live stream to celebrate 15 years here on YouTube. 15 years. So be on the lookout for that when it happens. Also, let you guys know, I will, on occasions, be doing a Twitch stream. So if you guys ever want to look into a Twitch broadcast by me, just look up BW Roses, and you will find me doing a Twitch stream once in a while. Just subscribe to BW Roses on twitch.tv, and it will let you know, get notifications for it. It'll let you know when I will go live with a stream, whether it's a Twitch edition or topics on my mind, a Q&A, or whatever. It'll let you know when I go live. So yeah, check me out at twitch.tv. That'll also help me out if I build the audience there. That'll also help me out financially. And again, I do apologize for the vibration for the notification on the phone here. But anyway, though, guys, that's all I really want to say for this channel update going into the month of June, getting ready to celebrate 15 years here on YouTube. Again, thank you all for the support and all that throughout the 15 years. Also, to support me financially, click down below. It'll help me out in a big, big way, guys, as we approach 15 years and get ready to celebrate it. And really, this is all I could say right now. Again, just going to play it by ear, do the best I can. Hopefully be able to do everything I told you I plan to do for June. Hopefully be able to get that done. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. Comment if you like. Love to hear from each and every one of you. And until then, guys, again, support me in the areas that are linked down below. Be greatly appreciated if you can. Until next time, I will talk to you all later. God bless. Take care.